Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Lynn John and I'm a children's book author and the creator of Books for Curious Kids, and today we're going to talk about poetry. So first of all, I want to talk about Animals in Pants by Suzy Levinson, and illustrated by a married couple, Kristen and Kevin Howdeshell. And this book is just so much fun. If your kids are intimidated by poetry or don't know much about poetry, this is a great way to introduce them to it. You have lots of animal fun. Suzy Levinson has a couple poetry, picture book length poetry books out. This one and Dinos That Drive, and I believe she has like 3 more getting published in the next year. So you'll see a lot more from her. She's such a talented poet. I want to share a couple of the poems from here. The first one is called Catitude. And it says, "This cat wears pants. They're custom made in tiger striped velour. You can't ignore a cat in pants. That's what he wears them for." I love the illustration on that. And all of them are so fun. It's a collection with all these different animals. One more. This one is called Meanwhile in Florida. Flamingos head to bingo in their pink capris. Pelicans and pedal pushers shoot the breeze. Spoonbills sport Bermuda shorts beneath palm trees. Every day's a pants parade for birds like these. So much fun. So give this one a try. I just know your kids will love it. The other one that I want to share is by Bob Raczka. And Bob Raczka, he had a long career as an artist and in advertising. Later in life, he picked up poetry and just became such a talented poet as well. And this book is one of my favorites. If you don't know what a concrete poem is, a concrete poem is a poem in the shape of the subject of the poem. So if you have a poem about a kite, then the words are actually shaped in the shape of a kite on the page, the way that the words are formatted. So this one is a play on that because it's called Wet Cement, a mix of concrete poems. And he does a ton of, you can tell he's an artist as well, as he does a ton of creative things with the words on the page. I'll show you a couple that I love. This one is called Clock, and the words go around. It says, "The clock on the wall says it's 5 till 3, but the kids in my class say it's 5 till free." And you can see what he's done with the word clock over here. And then this is more of a traditional concrete poem in the shape of a balloon. But look what he's done with the title over here. So cute with the L and the O floating away. And it says, "When it first slipped out of my hand, I was sad to see my balloon floating away. But as it rose higher in the sky, I imagined it landing in some faraway yard where a kid like me would find it and wonder how far the balloon had flown and who held it last. And that thought made me smile." So cute. So I think your kids will love this one as well. And it's a great chance to frame poetry as playfulness with language and that they can have fun. One of my sons is in 8th grade right now, and he had a poetry unit in school, and he was so overwhelmed by the idea of all the different techniques, the alliteration and allusion and metaphor that his teacher wanted to incorporate into poetry. And with these poetry books and verse novels, he really encouraged him, and he really discovered that language can be a lot of fun. So that's been fun to watch, and I think that they'll help your kids too. So give them a try. Thanks for joining me on Books for Curious Kids.